Hey guys, it's your boy Alex here. Today I'm gonna start a new project that is pretty much gonna be the opening project for this channel. So what I've decided is, because my favorite kit, as I've mentioned in my introduction video, is the MG Jesta. I figured I'd kind of go along with the GM theme. So the first kit that I'm gonna be building for this channel is gonna be the MG GM Sniper 2. I'm not gonna do a review of it because a lot of people have already done it, including Zach. But I mean, from what I can tell, it's a pretty solid kit with really good articulation and a pretty good design. So we're gonna get started with this. I'm gonna pretty much go through the process of how I typically build kits. So number one, the way I start with a kit is to obviously to snap it up. I don't actually wash runners or anything like that. So you can kind of just forget about that. If you want to do it, that's up to you, but I can't be bothered with washing runners and waiting for it to dry and all that stuff. So so pretty much I'm gonna snap it. I'm going to modify it if I have to, or basically pretty much clean it up with sandpaper or any form of sanding sticks or what have you. And from there we go into priming and then painting. Then we'll go into panel lining, doing a top coat, and then decals, and then another layer of top coat, or we might switch those last two around. So I'm gonna kind of just like walk through every single step. So there'll be multiple works, WIPs, WIPs, works in progress videos along the way. And I'll basically just kind of show how I go through things, and obviously everybody's modeling style or process is going to be different, and but that's okay. I mean, that's the whole point of this. So we're gonna get started, and so let's get going. Here I have an old box from the Build Fighters Canine Dog Pack, but inside it is no dog. It's all tools and stuff like that. So pretty much all I need are nippers. I'm not going to use my god hands. I don't think I need them. Basically, I have a nail buffer, and I most of the time use it for steps number 5 and 6 that are labeled. Every single step is is kind of numbered out and stuff like that. Step 3, even out, smooth out. But I usually use it for steps 5 and 6 for a buff and a shine. Typically on a kit that I'm just gonna paint and not do any heavy modifications to. But I'm gonna need that, maybe an 800 grit sanding stick, and a set of side cutters. These are just some Korean brand Stylex nippers that I use for side cutters, and then these for more, I guess, delicate cutting and stuff like that. This, or if you can afford them, a set of god hands or whatever. So that's about it. And last but not least, you have your art knife. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is a brand of Tamiya craft tools, and what I found is I actually already had an Olfa, which is right here. These two, the Olfa and the Tamiya craft tools, are exactly the same. So if you happen across any Olfa products and they're cheaper than the Tamiya brands, just get the Olfa, because you can find Olfa anywhere. Even in Korea, if I found them in just like random stationery stores. Olfa is the same exact product as Tamiya. They use the same exact refills and everything. Yeah, same exact one, Olfa. Okay, so just a quick hint for you guys. So we're gonna get started with unboxing this kit real quick. Okay. So here we have the workings of the. I love the box art. This box art is so baller. Anyway, not gonna go through every single runner with you guys, but we'll just take a quick look at them. I think this is amazing. Zach covered this in his video. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 polycaps. How freaking sweet is that? I mean, engineering at its best now, right? So, I mean, these are back skirts and some vents and pieces like that. And we have the manual. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, at the expense of getting really late into the night, it's 2:53 a.m. and I'm pretty much finished with most of the actual kit. I just kind of got it, his head fell, roughly assembled. I got the arms right there, and the armor pieces. That's the foot, armor pieces all kind of separated. I just need to finish up the backpack and the weapons, and you know the deal. Well, the backpack and the weapons always last. And so as soon as I finish just picking up all the slack on the rest of the pieces, I'm gonna start sanding and touching up some of the parts. And then we'll start getting into getting them, all of these onto alligator clips, and starting to visualize which pieces I want to do which color and whatnot. So yeah. So I mean, one thing I just want to cover real quick is why a lot of people sand pieces before they paint. This is a prime example of that. If you can see, just from the the molding process and stuff, you can actually see pieces of the plastic that's actually a bit warped and swirly. If you can see that in the light right there in that corner. Usually it's a lot more prevalent in bigger pieces. Yeah, there's more warping right there, like that. And you can see kind of like those stress marks from the inside molding. Right? You see those like two little dips right there and two little dips right there. A lot of the reason why people always sand pieces down and then primer is so that you can kind of take out the imperfections in the actual plastic. Now, if you don't mind it, if you can't be bothered with it, you just kind of leave it alone. But I just I take a good like 800 grit, or if you want to go through the tedious process of doing all of it, you can, start with 4, 6, 8, or 4 to 8 to 1,000 to even higher than that if you'd like. So as far as I go, I'll probably just give it a just a real simple go over with maybe like an 800 grit, just so that the paint will adhere to it and not too many swirls, because it does actually show through the paint. When you're airbrushing, especially, not so much when you're can spraying, but it does show when you're airbrushing, because the layer of paint that you put on is actually quite thin. That's a really big dip right there. See that? So yeah, I mean, a lot of the reason why you sand things down is to get rid of the imperfections in the plastic, as well as take care of nub marks and stuff like that. So That's pretty much it as far as this aspect of, you know, snapping it up and whatnot goes. Pretty much finished. I just got some, you know, pieces of like the backpack and, you know, the weapon to put together. So I'm gonna call it a night here, and we'll probably catch you in the next video.